Hello, this is Ahmed Javed Mohammadi. I am from Afghanistan and currently studying Bachelor of Computer Application in Pune University, India. So Fineract in mobile was my project in TSOC 20. It is an Android application for digital financial services that is built on top of Fineract platform. It provides banking solutions for people around the world who are unbanked. This app is for field officers who go to their customers and provide them financial services. So today I'm going to showcase all my work in Google Summer of Code 2020. So let's get started. So first of all, I want to talk about the modifications, testing, and code reviews I did. So in the first days, with the help of my and guidance of my mentor, I converted 15 Java classes approximately from Java to Kotlin and raised full requests for them. Reviewed all pull requests and implemented required changes. There were more than 30 pull requests. I went through all of them and asked some changes, and developers had a great response for that. And also, I tested some functionalities of the app with the new Fineract instance demo. And there were many crashes and null pointer exceptions. I solved them and raised pull requests for each of that. So once the pull request is integrated, I mean, when is this merged to the code, and there will be no crashes after that. So let's go. And also I added support for role and permissions feature into the application. As you know, the roles and permission allow the administrator to control access to the platform based on what roles are assigned to employees and what permissions are assigned to roles. The roles and permissions screen is a place to customize roles and select their appropriate permissions. So I added some functionalities like creating a new role. When you go to this menu, role and permissions, you can create a role. You have the identifier, then you can add permission. You have the group name, then you have that operations, you can change, delete, so add permission, and also you can edit like this, and it will see the update permission or like one, and also you can delete. The another function they added was this display role details. So you click on here, you can see the roles details, identifier name, allow the operations, how many one role, how many operations it can. So and also you can update from a role. You click on that, you can change the name, and also you can delete its the name of that employee's permissions. So you get add, it will update. And also you can delete a role if you want. You go here, then click edit. When you click on this icon, it will ask, are you sure you want to delete? And if you confirm, it will delete. Right now I think there's some problem in the backend. It's not deleting the backend, but it will delete, yeah, once the backend is active. The other functionality which I added was added support for all functionalities of creating a ledger, like create a ledger, edit ledger details. Let's go to the ledgers. From here, show the ledgers list. From this button, you can create a ledger. You want to create a ledger, it will ask account tab. There are 5 types of account, like equity. You have this star points is mandatory, you have to insert. So we are going to enter random data, and this is not necessary. Let's go. Then you have to add sub ledger. You can add sub ledger inside the ledgers, like equity, then identifier name. The sub ledger is also like kind of ledger, same functionality we add. You can add many sub ledgers. You can edit, and also we can delete the sub ledgers. And at the end we will show the review, how many, what you have, is you have entered the data correctly or not, and see the sub ledgers. So when you click on that, it will create the ledger. And so you can see the ledger details. Click on here, and also you can see the sub ledgers. When you click on here, you have 2 sub ledgers details, functionalities. If you want, you can edit the ledger details by clicking edit icon button. You can go like this, you can change the data. Like this is there is two like sub ledger, you can make it one. So in here is the sub ledger is one. And also you can delete the ledger account. When you click on here, it will already show you want to delete this ledger. Click delete, it will delete the ledger. Yeah, so it was a big functionality which I have created. So you can see the codes in here. Here is I have added GIF file. You can file. It is under review. Once it is merged, you can go for it. So the another functionality I added was supporting for 18 loan details. So field officer can edit a loan detail if it has not been approved or cancelled. Otherwise, the edit menu will be invisible. So in here, when you go to the customers, then you go to loan accounts. From loan accounts, here it's a loan account. So I added this functionality of editing loan account. You click on this icon. If it has not been approved or cancelled, you can edit. Like you can edit any of this date if you want. You can add date and income. So it's vice versa. Let's see that. So edit loan will be written in here. I've added the pull request. All it has been is for that. The another functionality I added was improved UI and implemented more functionality for groups. Actually, this functionality little bit has been created by my mentor last year, Saksham Hunter. And I added these functionalities, this 9 functionality, which edit and update group details, edit or delete group members name, edit or delete group leaders name. As you can see in here, other G file. So let's show live in here. Okay, so yeah, when you go to the ledger, I redesigned all the things in here. Show the list of ledgers. You click on here, you can create a ledger. No, I'm sorry, I have to show the groups. So here it is. Yeah, groups. So the same thing here. You can click in here, a group. You can identifier and to enter all the data. Like let's show. Okay, name, office, assigned employee. So in here you can add a group member. We can delete or we can edit the name of any group member, Ahmed, like this. And we can add many members, and also we can delete it. And you have to add the same thing like leaders. You can add leader. At least each group should have at least one leader, like add and next. So you have to enter the address, postal code. I'm sorry, I'm just because of demo I'm entering the random data. Like Afghanistan will fetch from API data, and here it's autocomplete, and here it's show the review. You can check that if you have entered the data correctly, members and leaders name in a recycle review. And also you can edit and delete the group member and leaders name. As I showed, you can edit and group members name or members or leaders. And also you can add reopen, close and activate a group account. So it's another functionality looks like this. In here I'd say you can here task. From here you can close a group account, and it will ask what you want to group close, and close in here. Let's see, the backend is not active right now. If the backend is active, then it will close the account. So it was like active. If it is active, you can close, or if it is pending, you can open it. And I did many other enhancement like network calls and other things using coroutines in the background, so it will not yeah, I did it in the background. It will do in the background using coroutine, so there will not be any problem during network call in the foreground in the main thread. So yeah, let's go to another functionality. And then the functionality was added setting screen and implemented change passcode menu. And added like the setting screen. From setting screen, we can change password, and also we can change the passcode user if you want. Like this, the interior password code, and my passcode change to 111. And also you can change the language you want. So actually right now none of this translation has been implemented, but in the future once we added those language, we can simply change from this here. So yeah, the user can select the language and change the passcode from setting screen. Other task menu feature to the loan account, and like how we can approve, reject, cancel, or disperse a loan account. Actually, the API for this functionality has not been implemented in Fineract, so I only created the UI parts of this in the client side only. As you can see in here, it's still the politicals in draft mode. So once the API is created, then we can connect it with the backend right now. So yeah, like this, you can approve, reject, or delete an account. You click on task of that loan account, and once you click on approve or reject, it will ask your comment, and once you enter your comment, you can yeah, approve or reject the loan accounts. Or if you're at the future disperse, you want to disperse, you click on disperse the loan if it has been already approved, and then you can go further. So yeah, it is kind of each person has been implemented, just only the API calls remaining. Once the API is ready, you can go for it. So I already opened the Jira ticket. I hope someone will get the Jira ticket and find us in same platform. Okay. And another functionality which I created was GIS feature into the app, Geographical Information System. It was one of the best thing and the funnest task I was implemented, and I loved working with Google Map. So it's like kind of a cool functionality. Let's show that. So in here in menu, you click on location. So in here, first we show a list of visited customers or field officers. Press visit place and click on map to revisit again. If you want to revisit again, you click on the map in here. It will show the icons of Google Map, the address, the client name, visit date and address. So you click on this, it will switch to the Google Map. From Google Map, then you can navigate to that place again when you want. So yeah, the it takes time a little bit loading, so you get the idea. And also customer, the officer can navigate to customers, and it will show the roadmap in it. So yeah, sorry, location. So if you want, if customer officer want to visit someone, you click on visit customers. You click on that, they will show a screen of nearby customers, nearby clients. So like right now officer is in here, click in here, then there is two red pen, and click on that, it will show the nearby customer, the name of customer and the city. And here also same thing. So when you click on that, on the name, it will show the roadmap and how you can go like this, and even it shows the duration. It will take 3 minutes. So if you want, then you can go to the Google Map. From Google Map you can navigate in here. So the another thing, once you click start tracking, you click on start tracking, will show in the background, it will start an ongoing notification will come in here. It will say that yeah, the location tracking starts now, and navigating to the customer name. So what we do is in the background we save the all the location path of the customer to the server. Right now there is no API regarding that. We are not actually saving the customer's current path. I have implemented this functionality, but in Fantasy nothing has been done regarding that. So I created a Jira ticket for regarding that, and we hope that someone will fix that, implement that, saving users, location. Once that is done, then we can save the path of officers, and then in the future we can show the visit customers. So we can make sure that, yeah, the officer has visited those customers. So when you click in here, you can stop the tracking, and it will stop tracking. Even you can enter, so if there is no customers in nearby, so we can search for places like south. Click in here, it will show the, it will get an autocomplete. Click on this, like in here it will show it's the name, and again from here you can navigate to that. And if you want to see the current location, you click in here, it will show the current location of the customer, dropping pin into the current location. So it is a cool functionality, and I really love working with this functionality. So the pull request is still under review. Once my mentor get time, he can merge this code. So it is kind of 5,000 lines of code is still here, and I have created mark screenshot also in here. Okay. That is Couchbase. So I integrated the app with Couchbase Mobile. So actually it was one of the more challenging, and I one of the more challenging tasks in Google Summer of Code. It was. So I put a lot of time to read and search about this amazing NoSQL database technology. I learned a lot of new concepts. So that is why I face, as I said, face problem with connecting uh, my local database with SyncGatefy and Couchbase server. So I documented all of this tasks, how a new user can use that. So in here, actually, while we are using the Couchbase, so in here that the Couchbase while is a complete NoSQL database solution for all data storage, access, and security across the entire application stack. It includes an embedded database, REST API, and synchronization, which is critical for enabling offline first. And then we use SyncGatefy to replicate data from uh, our local machine, for application, to the Couchbase server. And the Couchbase server is a place which we should save the user data. So right now, Fineract has not been integrated with Couchbase server. I opened a Jira ticket regarding that, how the developers should integrate the Couchbase. Once the Fineract is ready with Couchbase server, then we can implement other functionalities. Right now, only like creating, showing customer list, doing customer details, creating a new customer, task management feature like active log of a new customer, group list, group details, and creating a new group. This functionality is implemented with Couchbase, which it means that the Couchbase, within Couchbase, officer can create, customers or groups even offline. They don't need, there is no need to be an internet. Once the internet is online, once the officer is online, then Couchbase, using Couchbase using Sync Gateway, it will replicate the data from a local, from our local from client side to the server. So use Sync Gateway, as I said. Sync Gateway works in this local host. Let's see. I have already entered the Sync Gateway. In Sync Gateway and Couchbase server, one of the more important thing is having this this configuration file. What's very important, we have to add this configuration file to SyncGateway, like the database Fineract in this server. So I have installed this Couchbase server in my machine as locally. So see, and when you open the Couchbase server, it will ask user and ID. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, these are very important, the packet name and the username, password. Once we add this configuration file in SyncGateway correctly, then it will stop replicating our data correctly. If we index in, okay, let's say in, and the password is password. Okay, yeah, it is. So in here is dashboard is in here, then the packet name is important for indexing mobile. Then in security we have that user called for indexing, and we have to give the full admin, like create edit detail and admin cut with couch piece, then the documents. So our all data will be hidden here. As you see, first data from mobile. So here is our mobile. The another one. Here, this one is for couch piece. So I ran this branch in the different emulator because it has not been merged. So yeah, in groups I have a list of groups in here. So first the send gateway replicate all this data to the send gateway itself, like in here you can see all the data, and then the send gateway using this configuration file which I showed here, then it will replicate all data to our Couchbase server. So from here we can see in here like group 100. I've added like group 100. Where it is, here it is, group 100. You can see the details. It's active, group ID, name, and it has all the details. So same thing is we can from here we can see like this. Here it is. Whenever you click, if there is, even if there is no data internet connection, you can create any group, and then by the time the send gateway will replicate data. So I have created this, and see the group 100, and here is the group 100 data. So that is the whole concept. So Couchbase Lite in our application in mobile have integrated, and then we need a send gateway, which first send data in itself. Then from here using this configuration file will replicate data to Couchbase server. So in SendGitty, in here the data is temporary. Once you close this server, this service, and open it again, all data will be deleted from in the send gateway. But in here in our server, the data will be always here. So this instant gateway data is only temporary. Yeah, that's it. And the another functionality was I added was adding UI or integration functionalities to that. As you know, automated UI tests and integration tests play an important role to produce a robust and quality codes. So I implemented UI and integration tests for all its case, like test and creating a group item successfully. Let me show the J file. And so yeah, in here, like in here, I added automatic test using Espresso. Like it is creating a group item successful, like fill group details, add member, it adds add leader all automatically. And another test case for group item with invalid office name. It will fail. It will enter the wrong office name with 3 letters. It should be at least 5 letters, and it will show details, and the test will fail. The other one is test group list item. So it will open navigation driver, navigate to the group fragment, and clicks on group item, group 00, and it will click on that, and it will check, yeah, it is shown correctly. So yeah, Sakshaman to my mentor helped me a lot with this, and I really thankful to him. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your attention. I loved working with you guys, especially I loved working with Itkibul, Rajan Meira, Saksham Hantu, Saran Sharma. I would like to thank all of them, especially my mentor and Edward Kibble for their guidance, help, and motivation throughout the program. I learned a lot of things from this program, and working with this incredible community has been an amazing experience, and I look forward and I would love to contribute to this organization, and I will continue contribution to this community, and I can't see what we'll accomplish. And once again, thanks for your attention.